underground construction, waste disposal, demolition and building materials. These are the key areas in which construction company Rhiem Sohn operates. In part 1, we went to see an intricate construction site working round the clock, as well as a demolition job using a 70-ton digger. Part 2 begins at Rhiem Sohn's main site in Erftstadt-Erp, southwest of Cologne, Germany. The site incorporates an area of 55 hectares and includes an office, workshop, gravel plant and waste disposal facility. Freddie knows the extensive site like the back of his hand. He uses a unimog with a water tanker to ensure that the access routes between each area are always well secured and that they can prevent excessive amounts of dust from forming. The team is hard at it today on the newest and most northerly section of gravel pit under development. 2 tractors and a Volvo dumper are transporting the sand and gravel mixture to another section of the site, passing right underneath the gravel scarp. Sperling agricultural contractors have been hired as subcontractors for this job. The 2 companies have worked in successful partnership for a long time now. The Fendt tractors, with Tridem dumper trailers, complement the dumpers and lorries well. The VGM dumper trailer is designed for especially large loads. For internal transportation, as in this case, the entire fleet, including tractors, weighs a hefty 59 tons. In the area where they have been excavating, the pit is up to 25 meters deep. The gravel and sand mixture, which makes up the largest proportion of material underneath the topsoil, is mainly processed in the company's own gravel wash facility and later reused as construction material. Their central location in the Cologne lowland area is ideal for gravel mining. The next laborious step is to transform the giant hole in the ground into a Class 1 waste disposal site. As part of this process, huge pieces of plastic sheeting are laid out and drainage is installed. The overriding aim is to be able to correctly dispose of less contaminated building rubble here at a later date. The over 100-strong team employed by the construction company is made up of employees with various qualifications. They include apprentices in several different areas: drivers, construction machinery operatives, surveyors and construction engineers. There is a wide range of options, and the company is always looking for new recruits to the team. Now back to the gravel scarp. Florian is coordinating the work today. The slope is cut at a specific angle using the GPS-supported 18-ton Cat dozer.
Ein bisschen weiter links hochzukommen, hier sieht's gut aus von unten.
It looks like a daredevil stunt to an outsider, but driver Selkuk has everything under control. The tracked vehicle remains steady as it moves along the undisturbed ground. It even has enough grip for him to slide down to his colleagues for breakfast. The founder of the company, Peter Rhiem, has held an operating license for gravel mining since 1946. A few years later, he was also granted a license for the waste disposal business. This means that nowadays Rhiem Sohn are in a position to offer their customers both demolition and professional building rubble disposal services, as well as construction preparation and building material supply services. Uncontaminated building rubble is processed via one stationary and one mobile crusher into 1,500 tons of recycled material per day, which is then reused as hardcore for building roads and pathways. It is a circular economy in which they work together with both commercial and private customers. Around 60 active construction sites are operating more or less in parallel. They span from small contracts, for which just one machine is required, to vast construction sites in the Ruhr district and Rhineland. They've really made a name for themselves, especially in excavation and demolition. A great deal of experience is required on this construction site, located in the centre of Cologne, around 5 kilometers from the cathedral. Blücher Park, an 18-hectare public park, has been established for over 110 years. The large central pond has been causing some persistent problems recently and is now being deepened by the Rhiem Sohn team. The tricky part is laying down the flexible membrane liner, which is used to prevent the pond from leaking. Within the company, particularly in the area of landfill construction, there are many different skills and synergies that are transferable to similar contracts such as this one. The development project spans over a whole year in total. Throughout the entire building process, the team has to ensure that the listed walls and terraces are protected. We also visited another Rhiem Sohn construction site a few months ago. Demolition work is one of the company's core competencies. They have repeatedly excelled themselves in the past with their work on complicated contracts. That includes this construction site in Cologne's Western district. This 35-meter-high chimney, belonging to a former industrial plant, is situated just 50 centimeters from the neighbor's adjoining wall. This means that the construction has to be pulled down from top to bottom in a controlled fashion. First, however, the surrounding industrial buildings have to be flattened. A case for the CAT 349E. Its long reach arm can work at heights of up to 28 meters. The last few meters to the top of the tower will be bridged by a platform later on. Unfortunately, we weren't able to continue filming the rest of this contract in detail. However, you can see the CAT 349E during a building demolition job in the first part of this series on Rhiem Sohn here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this film, please remember to click like or subscribe to our channel. And why not visit our video streaming platform, www.farmworld.tv.